Hey, this is Aaron with BSTracker. This video from Hassan has about 100,000 views as a recording. I'll be using AI to analyze its transcript for bias and break it down for you. Take everything you see here with a grain of salt. My goal isn't to tell you what to think, but to help you see what's going on beneath the surface. Remember, bias doesn't always mean something is false, it just affects how the message is framed. That being said, I'm going to go down, show transcript, and I'm going to copy the entire thing. I'm going to write, please BS track this video by Hassan. All right. So we start off with the biases present. Heavy use of emotionally charged language like dangerous stupidity, groper president, and embarrassing little gremlin. Hassan frames the entire situation with the assumption that Trump is racist and incompetent, never presenting a charitable or neutral interpretation. South African political dynamics are explained with overt alignment to one side, ANC and land reform defenders. Pathos triggers frequent invocation of racial injustice, colonialism, and apartheid legacy to stir moral outrage. Mockery and hyperbole, like Facebook grandpa, hog, to trigger disdain or humor at the subject's expense. Emphasizing black suffering and white wealth disparity for maximum emotional resonance. Leading or misleading questions. Do we think that Donald Trump has a capacity to tell people apart? Frames Trump as senile or racist. What are you supposed to do? Implies helplessness under an unjust power, nudging the audience towards resignation or indignation. Hassan implies that Trump either doesn't understand or intentionally misrepresents the South African figures, guiding the viewer to a particular conclusion without direct evidence. Implied motives. Trump's focus on white genocide is framed as a deflection from Israel's ICJ case. U.S. power is portrayed as used to intimidate weaker nations and uphold racist worldviews. Trump is said to be influenced by Stephen Miller, implying a shadowy far-right influence rather than independent action. Ulterior motives. Hassan suggests Trump's push is partially to soften the term genocide for use in Gaza discussions, undermining its seriousness. Claims are made that a warning to South Africans, I can't read. Claims are made that it's a warning to African Americans not to pursue reparations or land reform. Cherry picking or lack of context. While Hassan goes into South Africans' constitutional policies, he glosses over legitimate safety concerns raised by South Africans, including non-white citizens. Dismisses all concerns of farm attacks as bad faith, white genocide panic, without addressing the nuances in data or motive. References to monuments and Elon Musk are presented mockingly, not analytically. There's no strong evidence of intentional factual dishonesty, but conflation and mockery blur clarity. Trump statements are interpreted in the worst possible light without effort to confirm intent or verify what Trump actually understood. By repeatedly mocking and distorting the argument, the boo-boo genocide, Hassan oversimplifies legitimate, albeit controversial, positions. Emotional manipulation. He uses ridicule as a rhetorical tool to shame and delegitimize alternative views, like hog, gremlin, dumb fat piggies. Repeated appeals to historical trauma and economic injustice to draw moral high ground. He paints anybody with concerns about farm murders as ridiculous, which alienates viewers who may hold nuanced positions. Rhetorical integrity. Strong moral clarity, but delivered with ridicule, sarcasm, and hyperbole. Fails to engage charitably with opposing views or explore complexity in South African land issues. Conflates fringe white nationalist rhetoric with anyone concerned about safety or land rights in South Africa. Argument honesty. There's some factual basis. History of apartheid, South African constitution is used well, but much of the argument relies on emotional appeals and mockery. Accurate about ANC's land reform being constitutionally sanctioned, but conflates that with dismissing all concerns as bad faith. The sarcastic tone undermines the educational value and frames any dissent as bigoted or idiotic. The integrity rating is 4.7 out of 10. Why? This clip mixes genuine facts with heavy bias, emotional framing, and ridicule. There's clarity in his stance, but it lacks fairness, engages in rhetorical manipulation, and refuses to acknowledge any legitimacy in counter-arguments. If you have any questions about this video, if you have any comments, please leave them. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Thanks. I'll see you in the next one.